Hello everyone. Welcome to an interesting video, maybe? I don't know. Um, my partner is home, so it's really weird, um, recording right now. And I'm really hoping that my microphone is picking everything up, because I have a filter put in right now to try and drown out any, excess sound, because he recently got a, 3D printer, which is pretty loud. And if I want to record, the 3D printer is in the desk on the desk across from mine, which is his. So my mic would probably be picking it up. But I'm trying not to speak too loudly, but I just hope that my microphone is catching everything that I'm actually trying to say. Any hoodles. Quick life update, I guess, kind of. As I'm recording this, it's only like 2 weeks till the quarry. Yay! Um, and that's pretty exciting, but I am trying to work on things. I really want to get into gardening. This is a life update. If you don't want this, just skip ahead a little bit, but I really want to get into gardening. I already have a sunflower and a lavender plant that I'm trying to grow from their seeds, like from scratch, basically. So the sunflower has sprouted, the lavender hasn't. I bought a book. I need to do research on it. I am crocheting another cardigan. I already have one cardigan crocheted, but this is what I'm working on right now. This big old dude. So I have both sleeves done, mostly. That is the body of it, and I kind of messed up a little bit, and then I'm trying to correct the mistake. I made it too wide. I didn't mean to make it as wide as it was, so originally I was going to make it like a big rectangle that just folds over, and then have like one part of the rectangle solid, and then the other part just have like two things, because then this part would fold over, and that's where the opening is. But I made it too wide, so instead I have a very wide rectangle, and then I have 3 panels, so 2 smaller panels and then one that's bigger in the center. And I'm basically going to fold these two inwards like this, so those will become the front panels, and then I'll attach the sleeves on the sides, and then just seam everything up at the top. It's gonna be weird, but I'm hoping it works. So there's that. What else is new? Oh, I started learning how to play ukulele like literally yesterday. I've had a ukulele for years, but I could never figure out how to tune it. And I don't know if I just wasn't in the right headspace, or if I didn't have the right equipment or what to properly tune it, but I could not figure out how to tune it for the life of me. I just couldn't figure it out, and this time I could. And so I started playing a little bit, and I can kind of play. I know 4 chords, and I can barely switch between them, and I know 2 strumming patterns. This is literally just from an hour of practicing yesterday, so already pretty good. I'm really not. It's kind of terrible, but I hope it gets better. But yeah, so that's kind of what's new in my life for the moment. Really still excited for the quarry. Like, I can't get over that. I just want to play it. But in the meantime, what we're going to be doing is playing Little Witch in the Woods. I remember like being really excited when I saw it, because I like witchy things. Obviously, my screen name is Coffee Witch Mushra. I have my coffee here, you know? Sorry about the gross inside. Yeah, don't mind that gross inside. I'm so sorry. I'm one of those people that nurses my drinks, so it tends to leave those little rings on the inside for like after every sip that I take. I'll try to not show that again in the future if that's kind of bothersome for you guys, but yeah, we're gonna play Little Witch in the Woods. I like coffee. I like witches. My name is Mushra. Hi. So we're gonna go ahead and just get into it, I guess, because it seemed like a really cute, fun, interesting game, and I haven't really seen a lot from it. I've heard that the dialogue can be a little clunky, so we'll jump in and find out. I think it's still in early access, maybe? I don't quite know, but I think it is. Anyways, let's just start. How do I start? Clicking no worky. Z. The start button was Z for some reason. That's weird. It's early access, yeah, so there's probably still going to be a lot of things that need to be updated in it. I wonder where the carrot was. What carrot? This is very loud. Hang on. Do I just have to click Z for everything? I guess so. You're still thinking about that? Oh, my hat has a face. It talks to me. Hi. God, I'm cute. Look at my hair. Adorable. We found everything except the carrot. I think it's good that we never found the carrot. There was something off about that legendary carrot soup recipe. Just realized we never checked the men's restroom. Why would you? Yes, there are just some lines you don't cross. Yeah. I mean, I've been in a men's restroom, but out of, like, necessity. Because the women's is locked. And the men's is open. Is that Starry Night in the background? And a kitty cat rubbing on a glass? How cute. We searched the whole school save for that place, but we never found the carrot. I mean, if it's empty, too, if it's, like, an empty building, then, like, whatever. It's a restroom. Oh my gosh, look at her face. That means the carrot was in the men's restroom. A carrot in the men's restroom? What an odd sense of humor. I should write Jenny a letter asking her to look through the men's restroom. Can't you ask Will instead? It's the men's restroom after all. Nope, that coward finds it. Yeah, if that coward finds it, he'll take it to the teacher bawling like before. Maybe it's not an empty school. Keep in mind that if it weren't for Will, you'd be in jail right now. Oh, really? Or 6 feet under. What happened? This animation is adorable. Oh, I'm so bored. It's a flashback. Flashbacks are supposed to be boring. Is it a flashback? I see why no one else wants to ride this god-awful train. It's boring enough to drive anyone insane. Are you kidding me, dude? I would love to go on a train like that. Look at how pretty it is. Just be at one with, like, your headspace and stuff. This is just really peaceful. I can understand if there's, like, no music, which there isn't right now, but if there was music, it'd be so relaxing. Hey, a ticket for this for this train costs 500 pies. Pies? And it stopped the witch's house in Hylian. Hylian? Or Hylian? Where all roads lead to. For second place at school for witches. Really? Whatever, I don't care about any of that. How am I second place anyway? I even sneaked into the forbidden room twice. 3 times. I even looked through the forbidden books in the hidden library in the school basement. I still remember that horned rabbit that was as big as a house. No wonder Will started crying. So how did I manage second place? I simply didn't want to lose. Cut it out and sit quietly. This is a train only for those who want to succeed. The witch's house? Ah, the witch's house. The witch's house might be dark and damp, but it's only 3 years of your life. Fine, fine. Enough with the lecture. As a matter of fact, I'm disturbed with the thought of taking off my shoes when I get off the train. Yeah? Shoes for what? I wonder what kind of trouble you'll get into when we arrive. I won't. I won't fool around the moment I get there. I won't fool around the moment I get there. But you will right now? I didn't know you had self-awareness. Don't you know about the terrible city of rules that is Hylian? The first thing to do is take your shoes off as soon as you get off the train. Why? This is my first time hearing something like that. I heard that Jenny's older sister was wearing strappy boots when she first arrived at Hylian. So she almost couldn't get off because she had to unstrap them completely. That doesn't make any sense. Unless they're shoes that are, like, forever stuck to your feet, that wouldn't make sense that you almost wouldn't be able to get off. See, Mom bought me new shoes as well. Didn't Arya just mean to encourage you? No. Dad also did say that comfortable boots would be better. That's strange. It's true. I'll also ask other people if you don't believe me. Yeah, let's do it. Lace-up boots. It's a pain to wear lace-up boots if you're boarding the train to Hylian. Is it? I friggin' love boots. Z to investigate. The food was really delicious, though. Your face was bright. Only when you were eating after getting on the train. So, your face was bright. The the omelet that was overflowing with cheese and crab meat as soon as it was cut. Pink salmon steak seasoned with fresh lemon-scented kiwi sauce. Ooh, that sounds good. Even the slightly frozen strawberries and peach sorbet with whipped cream. Dude, you're making me hungry. Without this meal, I would have just jumped off the train sooner. It's definitely different from the food you buy at the store at the school for witches. I ate that to collect the Great Witch series cards. I got scolded because I was caught keeping the card and throwing away the bread. I mean, yeah, don't waste the bread. Bread's good. What are you talking about? I had a moment where I didn't really like bread. For like a couple years. I like refused to eat it. Don't know why. But, bread's delicious, dude. Bread's a great snack. Fills up your belly. Good for when you're sick, too. Don't do that again in Hylian. I'll definitely try the Nubicula cupcakes there. Nubicula? Nubicula? That's if I get to Hylian before I get bored to death. Before you die of boredom, maybe? Oh. That's interesting. That's interesting and weird. Okay, hang on. So it's not WASD. S is for your inventory? X is cancel, Z is swap item. Okay. And then you actually move with your... With your, what are these called? The arrow keys. Hello, Mr. Bartender. Hey, want a drink? So the controls can probably be finessed a bit more. I feel like WASD is probably the best because that's what everyone knows rather than, arrow controls, you know? No, I don't drink alcohol. Do you have any tea? Why does it have to be alcohol? He just asked if you wanted a drink. Of course. Then I'll have a cup of that. The tea has alcohol, though. Is that okay? Why does the tea have alcohol? But then that's just alcohol. Alcohol with tea. Potato, potato. Then can I ask you a question instead of a drink? What? You should be able to separate that, no? Is there like straight up alcoholic tea? I don't drink alcohol. Except for sake. So I don't really know. But is there like a tea or an alcohol derived from tea that you really can't separate? And is that what he has? Like a spirit of some kind? I don't know. Anytime. Keyword conversations. Use keywords. Okay. Want some water? Shop, chit-chat, personal stories. Chit-chat, I guess? Start with small talk? That's the social norm. Let me know if you need anything to drink. What's up? Personal stories. What sort of work do you do here? I'm mixing my life and... Wait. I'm mixing my life and changing the alcohol. What? Wait, I think it's the other way around. Okay. Changing your life and mixing the alcohol. Got it. I'm just an average bartender working in the most expensive place in the world. What brings you to this very expensive train? I thought you were listening to our conversation. I stopped listening when it got boring. I'm going to be an apprentice at the witch's house in Hylian. After working as an apprentice for 3 years, I will be able to graduate from the school for witches. That's cool. Wow, Hylian, huh? That's a right proper place, isn't it? So they say. That's probably why you got the train ticket for free. You must be someone special. I don't really care about that kind of thing, though. That kind of thing is what's important at the end of the day. Being special? It's best to just suck it up. You'll be glad you did later down the road, you know? Yeah, later. Want some water? Yeah, actually I do. I can shop. We only sell alcohol at the moment. Want some water? What if I want to buy water? How do I exit? End. Aha. Goodbye. Okay. Is there anything this way? I should ask the person closest to me before going further. What? What? I'm confused. Do I need to talk to you small talk again? Or personal stories? Where are you working here as a bartender and not at a shop? I used to own a bar. In this area? Sure did. My wife and I, the two of us. Whoa, you're both bartenders? I met her at work, after all. We had to move due to circumstances, though, so here we are now. I hope a time comes when you two open a shop. Open up shop again. What's up? I am confused. Change categories. Lace-up boots? Can I take a look at your shoes? My shoes? What for? From what I've heard, you have to take your shoes off before you step foot into Hylian Station. You work at the train station, so you know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, that story? Absolutely. Plenty of confused passengers who were all dressed up for Hylian. If you're wearing shoes of that sort, I'd advise you to untie them in advance. O ye who reacheth Hylian, look first upon thy shoes. Or so that's how the saying goes. See, Virgil, I was right. Oh, my hat's name is Virgil? I didn't even catch that. My name is Ellie. Hi. Hi, everyone. The preppy boots Mom gave me as a present, tell me just as much. Sorry. Those are some nice boots. Right? My mom bought them for me when she found out I was graduating magna cum laude. Loud. It sure is amazing you're graduating magna cum laude despite your antics. You gonna keep up with that little that attitude of yours? Yes. Haha, hearing the two of you speak, I have a feeling being boredom won't be an issue. Being bored won't be an issue. Being boredom shouldn't be an issue. Nope, it's so boring. Aren't you bored, Mr. Bartender? I've gotten used to it. But it's certainly gotten less boring thanks to you and your hat. You've been listening? Other guests would have heard about your arson at the School of Witches by now. What? I didn't set it on fire. Really? Sure, there was a fire, but that was because I shook a potion 5 times and made it explode. Potions must be shaken 3 times only. Even a non-witch like me knows that. Exactly! How can you not try shaking it 4 times having heard that? Ah, you're like an experimental witch. But you said you shook it 5 times. I have to sneeze. Jesus. So sorry. Nothing happened on the 4th time, so I shook it once more. An inquisitive mind. You've already got the makings of a fine witch. Thanks for the praise. I don't think he was praising you. I should be on my way then. Alright, have a fun trip. You can't act like a country bumpkin once you're in the city, got it? You're not going to ask just one person, are you? Why? One is never enough, you know? Even the greatest detectives never reach a conclusion based on a single piece of evidence. You have a point. And notes. Okay. Oh, I can talk to a monkey, bear, person? Can I go this way? Thank you. Oh, it's an otter, maybe. Ordinary passenger. Train crew, hello. Are you a cute little otter? Because that's what you look like. What does your symbol on your hat mean? Up ahead is the engine room. My lace-up boots. We don't check the passenger's outfit. Even if you don't check, it's inconvenient to get off if you wear strappy boots. There are so many different types of clothing that cause discomfort. I can't define them all. Then what about having a hard time taking off your shoes when you get off? Delays occur once in a while due to their shoes, but again, it's not regulated. Itchy nose, so sorry. I guess there's no fine. Isn't it a matter of harming social reputation rather than a fine? Is that so? Up ahead is the engine room. What about you? I'm an attendant of Brightman Railroads. My job is to ensure the passengers' comfort and safety. Up ahead is the engine room. Okay, well, I think we're done. Let me ask you. Hello. Ooh. You got 2 different color eyes. I like your little brooch. Oh, hello. Am I disturbing you? Negative. What's the issue? Oh, I want to ask you about something. You're on the way to Hylian, right? Correct. What's the matter? Oh, it's just that you have a very blunt way of speaking. I like it. It's right to the point, bro. Oh my, old habits die hard, especially when one is deep in thought. You sound like the janitor from my school. Well, I used to be a soldier. So what brings you here? Speak. Work. Why did it pop like that? You live in Hylian? Correct. I own a flower shop there. Whoa. Speak. Work. Chit-chat. Since I'm not much of a talker, I don't have anything to say in particular. Speak. Same, yo. Before that... What? You've been staring at my feet for a while. Is there some kind of problem? Oh, I was going to ask anyway. Isn't it uncomfortable to wear such strappy boots? It takes some time to put them on and take them off, but I'm used to it. Me too, dude. So, if you didn't know, which you maybe wouldn't know, because I don't think I've talked about it really, but I have like size 4.5 size feet. I know that was repetitive, that sentence, whatever. My shoe size is 4.5. I have tiny, tiny feet. Most shoes start at 6, size 6, or 5.5. Sometimes 5. Size 5 is the easier one to find, but like the majority of shoes start at size 6, because that's like the average size, I guess. So finding shoes that actually fit my feet is really difficult. So I constantly wear boots because boots are really easy to zip up or lace up or whatever. The zippy boots are a lot easier, obviously, to put on, but that way I can get size 5 shoes and they're half a size too big, so my feet are still slipping around a little bit. But they stay hooked onto my ankles, so tiny human problems. Let's keep going, I guess. It takes some time to put them on. Yeah, okay. Then it would be hard for you when you arrive at Hylian. I feel like there should be some music in the background of this, no? What? What are you talking about? I mean, you have to take your shoes off when you get off. When you get off. What? 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 Huh? Oh, you were kidding. I'm sorry, I'm rather dull when it comes to things like this. Jenny! Mr. Bartender! The mystery has been solved. Did I make some kind of mistake? No. I just realized that I was deceived. How do you know, though? Because, like, if 3 people so far have told you that you need to wear boots, or that you need to take off your shoes. Is it 3 people? I guess technically 2. And then the otter's kind of like, about it, right? But 2 people have told you so far that you do need to actually take off your shoes, and then one person is like, huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking, haha. Like, I guess he lives there, though, so that makes sense. Never mind. I'm trying to... But why would you just be like, I assume I've been deceived? Like, why wouldn't you continue this conversation and been like, I was told this other thing. Is that true or not? As someone who lives there, like confirm it. Like, really confirm it, rather than just assume the confirmation. Is that just me? Come to think of it, I remember now. It's a joke to make fun of people who visit Hylian for the first time. That's sad. Stop, you don't have to kill me twice by giving that much detail. I'm sorry. Are you holding back laughter? No, I'm not. He's trying so hard to be considerate of you. Don't ask twice. Virgil, I hate you even more now. With that look on your face, too. You don't need to be too upset. When I went there for the first time in the past, I was also tricked by a colleague and took them off. That doesn't comfort me. That doesn't comfort me at all. I'm sorry. How do you feel? Why are you asking me that? Your molars might fall out. Relax a bit and tell me. What? I can't believe Jenny deceived me. There's a reason why she's your friend. Now go back to your seat quietly and wait until we've arrived. We still have 3 more days to go. We still have 3 more days to go. 3 more days? That's as terrible as the smell of spotted shiitake mushrooms. What? Mushrooms are delicious, girl. I don't know if you and I can be friends. We have too many differences, Ellie. We look similar. And you're adorable, and I love your hat, and I love your getup and everything, but your opinions, girl, you're kind of a negative Nancy. Just, like, take it all in, girl. Come on. Alright, now have some patience and stay seated. Ugh. Well, that was actually a really, really long introduction. I'm bored. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little bit bored too. There's no music happening, there's a lot of spelling errors, which is fine, it's early access, they have a lot to work on. And the conversations seem like a little bit long for no reason. But you just sat down. This is torture. Stare out the window if you're so bored. Yeah, look outside, look at that mountain. It must be hiding a cave with strange pillars, statues, and a giant door. Sounds like the prologue to a story where you awaken a terrible demon. Wait, hold on, Virgil, shut up and look out the window. At the summit of the mountain. There's a gigantic shining tree at the top. Pretty. A gigantic shining tree! Why is it shining? Does it have luminous flowers? That must be beautiful up close. Give it up. This train won't stop for 2 days. Ugh. I want to get out now. I hope we crash. Bad chance of that happening, so just stay bored. After all, you signed up for 3 years of even more boredom. Aren't there any crocofants nearby? Nope. What about boa constrictors? This isn't a jungle. Brain robbers? This isn't the Wild West. It's a healing game, remember? It's a healing game? Hey, a boa constrictor! The correct line is, what's going on? There's no station here, why are we stopping? I'm not sure, maybe there's something wrong with the train. I doubt it's a boa constrictor, though. I don't care if it's not a boa constrictor. Please just say there's some massively critical issue. Please, please. Please. Hey, little otter. We apologize for the inconvenience. A critical issue, perhaps? The train cannot continue its journey due to a critical issue. Yes! Attention, the train will stop until tomorrow morning, and the departure time... Can we go outside? Will likely be announced tomorrow. We will depart immediately if possible. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. In the meantime, please avoid wandering too far from the train. Let's go! I'm not sure if you remember, but... Of course I remember. Shining tree is at the peak. No, not that. We have to get back by tomorrow morning. Then we should get going. Okay. Let's go. Wow, it's so dark. You're scared we can go back to the train. I love it. Let's hurry. Tab, memo board. Okay. Got it. I love that his head glows. Like the hat, his little face glows. It's a hill. Won't be easy to climb. Look over there, there are vines hanging on the hill. I'll be able to climb that much. That's bad news. Yeah, there's just like a little too much dialogue happening. It's a secret passageway, Virgil. I don't think it's a secret or a passageway. I bet there's a path beyond here. I mean, I get that it's giving you, like, some of her personality, and that's cool. But, like, take, for instance, Witchwood. Witchwood did a really, really good job at, like, showing the character and their personality that we were playing as without too much dialogue. Like, they had dialogue when it was needed, and otherwise it wasn't 30 minutes of gameplay until you started actually playing the game. Like, I mean 30 minutes of gameplay. It wasn't 30 minutes of dialogue before you start playing the game. You know what I mean? So, Witchwood is actually super fantastic. Love that game. And I think this game could probably pick up a few, like, cues from that game concerning dialogue and, like, how much of it to give and all of that stuff. Obviously, they have some grammatical errors and spelling errors that they need to fix. But just, like, gameplay-wise, it's been 30 minutes, and it's just been dialogue. And it's like, I get that they're trying to show the personality, but I feel like in the beginning, you kind of want, like, that whole train sequence could have been way shorter. Because if this is a flashback, then just keep it as a flashback, like a 5-minute flashback tops, and then after that, start getting into the action of it so that you're drawing the player in a bit more. And then, like, use dialogue if the player, like us, decides to interact with people or decides to interact with things. Again, still keep, like, the descriptions and the dialogue short, but put the personality in there also. Like, it might be kind of hard to juggle. I don't know. I've never made a game, but that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting right now, is that there's just a little too much dialogue. What's this? Looks like little honey pumpkin. What's that? It's a type of weed that grows in forested areas. The vines grow so fast that you can never get rid of them by hand. Okay. You must find the nucleus hidden somewhere to get rid of it. Then I guess we can also get rid of this if we find the nucleus. Or just return to the train quietly. That can't happen. Let's go look for the nucleus. It must be nearby. Since the nucleus gives off light when you touch the vine, you'll be able to find it. Oh, like this? Ah. You can temporarily get rid of the vines with Weed Terminator Potion. But they'll grow back after a while. Then what do I do? Find the core. It should be somewhere near the vines. Are you talking about this? Because I can't do anything with that. That's the only other thing that's glowing. Oh. There we go. Oh. Okay. Get out of here. Great, it's time to explore. Please don't use that word, explore. That word gives me anxiety, no thanks to your mother. Sprint. Ah, cool. Hi-ya! Cool. Acquire. I'll take that. See, now we have, like, really, really cute music. What is this? I just pulled witch flower. Cool. Oh, that's cute. So yeah, that whole beginning part could, like, really benefit from some finessing. 'Cause, like, look how cute this is. This is adorable now. Give me all the things. I'm so down with this. What is this over here? Wait, can I take some of these berries? Or is it... The shining tree is at the peak of the mountain, so go quickly if you want to see it. We must return by tomorrow morning. It's only 10. Yeah. It's only 10 o'clock. Shh. I'm exploring. I'm exploring. Can't take that pot, though. Is there something in there? I know the shining tree is places. Yeah. Get out of here. I'm trying to explore. I want this. Can I have this? Why can't I have this? It's not letting me take this. I'm clicking all of the buttons. I want the thing. Maybe I need a net. Okay, you know what? Fine, let's go to the tree. Let's go to the tree. There's a well, though. Okay, so I can't do anything at the well. No. That's also kind of annoying. Like, you only really have to tell us the one time that we need to go places. We're exploring now. Ah, shh. Go away, man. Like, I get that he's anxious and stuff, but let us explore a little. It's the first time we're able to explore. So, to like what are those things? Those little things on the right? Anyways, like to interrupt the player that many times in such a short amount of time. Leather gets worn out from all the wind. Yeah, I'm sure. I guess we'll go straight up so that you will stop annoying us. Cause like, I like the hat. Yeah, I think I need a net for those. I can't even catch that guy. What is that? Why are there so many things blocking the path? This must be a forest with many secrets. What's this? Looks like a barrier made with a witch pattern. Witch pattern? Is there a witch here? There was, or... Do you know how it works? School hammered it into my head. Shouldn't be an issue, long as it's drawn well. Ooh. Fancy. Magic tree. Wow, it's the gigantic shining tree, the same one we saw from the train. See, because like that was like the first open area, and again, it's the first time we're actually playing the game, and it would have been so nice to be able to spend like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever exploring it. But if you have this hat that's like every 30 seconds interrupting you, that just gets annoying, and it makes the game not fun, in my opinion. Like, you need to tell us once, maybe every 5 minutes after that point, instead of like every 30 seconds or 15 seconds or however long it was. Anyways. Wow, it's the gigantic shining tree, the same one we saw from the train. This is a bitter grape tea tree. I don't think the tree is the one that's shining. Check this out, Virgil. There are a ton of butterflies on it. You're right, the butterflies seem to be glowing. These are blue moon butterflies. The butterflies give off a subtle moonlight. The light from these butterflies has the same power as actual moonlight. That must be, like, really bright. That's why strange things always happen around these butterflies. Aren't they beautiful? A giant tea tree with butterflies glowing in the moonlight. It's not just beautiful, it's an extremely fascinating sight to behold. Isn't this a pretty magnificent discovery? Did you know that those two are rare creatures? What? So what about it? The fact that those two are together is amazing. What about those two being together? They're usually raised together artificially to get Moonflower and Lucerne Ortu. Lucerne Ortu. It's uncommon for them to be together naturally like this. Anyway, we did find something, right? I guess so. I'll have to write a letter to the school later. Let's look around a bit more. Fill up the codex and all, right? Just don't be late. We must return to the train by tomorrow morning. Okay. Let's go back the way we came up. There might be other strange things. So now it will let us explore? I don't think I'll get a wink of sleep on the train. I wonder if there's anywhere I can sleep for tonight. What about the ground? The dirt and rocks should make for a nice bed. Why not sleep on the train? That's not funny, Virgil. Oh, look, Look, the blue moon butterfly we saw at the peak is here too. You might as well collect some for study purposes. Can I? You think I could just sneak up and grab it? Wait, do you remember what Mr. Gravier... is it Gravier or like French? Gravier said? Death lives under the bed. No, not that. Draw it before you touch it. That's right. Z to use quill, Q and W. Okay. Approach it and use the quill to draw it in the encyclopedia. Okay, I'm not doing that. I have drawn a butterfly. Encyclopedia. Oh, cute! Okay. Yeah, I do need a net. Uh-huh. Okay. Great, it's registered in the catalog. Oh my god, she has cute glasses on. Let's see. Now do you see why you can't catch any right now? Tool. So you can collect them using a butterfly net. I don't have one right now. Not much you can do now, then. But I want to do it right now. Getting to the witch's house in Hylian is more important. Ugh. Let's go back down there. Or down now. There's gotta be something else that's fun. Bye! There's a... Oh! I can draw many things. Interesting. Ah, that's interesting. Okay. Will he allow me to, just draw things now? An herb. Cool. Yeah. I want to go in there, but I guess maybe I can't. Maybe I have to go from the other side. Let's switch to my hand. Let's collect some things. Huh, that's no weed. What was that? It left something behind. A Rittering. Rittering. That's a cute name. Why was it buried there? Someone could have buried it. Or it could have been sleeping. You're gonna have to be more specific than that. There's not much that's known about Ritterings. Well, other than good fortune if you find one. Yeah, I guess it did leave behind a gift of sorts. Try to spot them when you're wandering around. Okay, I'll look for more. Okay, cool. I'm gonna switch back to my quill. See if I can do more. Can I not? Oh, check me out. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. I've got a shrub. Investigate? You don't have the right chalk. Oh, I see. Okay. What's up here? Dang it. I keep pressing the wrong button. A magic flower. Okay, hang on. I want these things. I just want to explore a little. Do I only have enough grabby power for some things and not for everything? Whoops. Can't investigate this. That's interesting. It's a little weird. Go down. Go, go, go. Whoops. That was too far, but that's okay. Can I get back on? Okay, there we go. Give me? Is that a mushroom? Is that a mushroom down there? Am I seeing a mushroom? Is it over here? Is that a mushroom? I can't collect it. It's probably not what I think it is. That's okay. Oh, I'll collect this though. Why not? Gimme. Yeah. Like, what is that? Whoops. What is this? Little dudes. Okay. Well, let's go back to the train, I guess. Oh, a kitty! Oh, wow. Ellie, let's go back to the train. Look at that, Virgil! A shining white cat. I've never seen anything like that before. Ellie, we have to... No, get the key. Oh, it's a ghost cat. Let's go after that creature. Let's do it. Hang on, though, because I... Can I not quill about that? I guess maybe not. A cran apple. It's a crapple. Kitty. Yeah, there's things I know, but kitty. But space kitty? Draw that with a quill. Silver Starbell. Cute. Whoops. I keep doing that on accident. Gimme. Kitty kitty. A cat. Let me, I'll take that. I'll take this. I think the cat dropped something and left. What's this? Looks like witch chalk. The thing you used to draw... Wait, the thing you used to draw things like a pattern? It looks a little different from the one we were using at school. It's just a different packaging. The switch pattern seems to have been erased a bit. It won't work if it gets erased like this. You can draw the pattern again using the same colored witch chalk. Since I have the one I just picked up earlier, let's draw it again with that. Should I draw the witch pattern again using one witch's white chalk? Yes. Alright, I drew the witch pattern again. Cool. Cool, that's an interesting mechanic. Huh? Where did the cat go? Witch's garden. That's a fun little house, and it has a cute little pumpkin. Look, Virgil, there's a house. That's a witch's house, isn't it? It looks pretty old. I guess we can talk to the master witch here and stay here for a while. It doesn't look like there are people inside. If there's no one, I might stay for a while. Isn't it natural for an apprentice witch to be at the witch's house? That's true, but... But first, pumpkin. Can I pumpkin? Can pumpkin? I can't do anything with the pumpkin. There's a little dude here, too. Interesting, interesting. Anyone there? Is anybody there? Seems like nobody's here. Let's just break in. It could be an abandoned witch's house. Because the witch was the witch administration can't figure out everything. Alright, let's go inside. Oh. It really is an abandoned witch's house. It's much smaller on the inside than I thought it would be. Taking that into consideration, it looks okay. Although it's not that clean. Since the witch's house is managed on her own. It doesn't seem to be in a very good condition considering how dirty it is. But the bed looks fine. I guess I can just sleep here. Well, since the witch's house is a public institution, it's okay to sleep one night or so. And it's better than sleeping outside. Why not just sleep in the train? Oh, it's stamina. This house is a bit messy. We'll just sleep for one day, who cares? I guess sleep. That's so cute. Are we having a dream with the kitty? Did we just dream with the cat? Uh-oh. What's with that face? You slept on a nice fluffy bed. You should have slept in the freaking train! Yes, but... I dreamt that I was sleeping on the train. All that effort not to sleep on the train, only to dream of just that. You should have just slept on the train. Yeah. No, that's not it. I slept very well, actually. I can almost hear the sound of the train, though. Wait, isn't that actually the sound of the train? What, really? Is it taking off already? Let's hurry. Ah! Go, go, go! Oh my god. God, yeah, let's go. Hurry back. Oh my god, stop talking and go. Glad I didn't sleep in. Excuse me. Oh my god, there's bunnies. That's adorable. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go get on that train. I hope I'm going the right way. I think I am. Totes. Look at my little run cycle. Huh? Where's the train? Haha, it looks like that bird was imitating the train sounds. But where's the train? Probably went to Hylian. Then what do we do now? Ride the bird. Let's look around the area. I'm sure we'll find some clues. Why are you so calm? I've been through much worse with your mom. No, your mom. No, come back! I wanted to ride you like a chocobo. What is that thing? It's called the Gaga bird. They say it's a bit insane. Quiet. I don't want to hear it. You literally asked. It's your fault for oversleeping. Don't blame the Gaga bird. Fine, whatever. Just be quiet. Investigate. A letter! How nice of them to leave a letter behind. Let's see. I think it's from the bartender on the train. You're probably shocked to see that the train is gone. A witch suddenly appeared in the middle of the night and got rid of the prickly vines. They said they can't wait because the train was already delayed, so we had to leave. But don't worry. The train will come back and there's a village nearby where I used to live. You can just spend some time there. There should be a sign in the forest, so take a look and find the village. When you arrive at the village, please send Enite and Arden my regards. Bartender. I like how he calls himself bartender. He said there's a village, Virgil. Are you even a little upset that we missed the train, Ellie? No, dude, she loves adventure. There's a village nearby. But I can't imagine where it would be. We explored the area quite a lot yesterday. There was signage up there. It was probably too dark to see. Let's look for it again. See if there is a sign as well. How about cleaning the witch's house? We might have to stay there until we find the village. Okay. Please try not to sound so excited. We missed the train, remember? Right. You heard me, right? Well then, we might as well add more to the encyclopedia now. Okay, cool. Well, this game is adorable, but has a lot of work that I think still needs to go into it. I'm gonna end this episode here because it's been a while and nothing has really happened, honestly. It's been almost an hour and not a ton has happened. I know it's an early access, so I feel kind of bad for being a little harsh about it. Also, I kind of maybe totally have ADHD, so like that whole beginning part in the train, way too long, way too much dialogue. No. And then, as I said before, the part where Virgil keeps like pushing you to go to the tree when you maybe just want to explore a little first. Especially after all of that dialogue that was happening, just got kind of annoying. Because it's like, I know I'm going to the tree, but also, based on my character, I'm not going to go straight there. Clearly, she is not going to listen to Virgil, and she wants to go and adventure and explore and everything. So, like, the fact that Virgil kept repeating himself over and over again, as many times as he did in such a short amount of time, to me was just very annoying, and like was kind of ticking me off a little bit, because I'm like, dude, I literally just sat through almost 30 minutes of dialogue that was kind of unnecessary, and now you're not letting me explore again. So it was just too much of those types of things. Obviously, grammar needs to be fixed, and also some of the phrasing and the way that the sentences are, because sometimes you'll have a sentence that is like, I don't know if English is the developer's first language or not, but there will be some sentences that are like, I forget what they're called, but they're like incomplete sentences, right? So it should have like other words in there first, but then they're just like, it's like someone thought of half of the sentence and then they spoke the rest of what they were thinking. It kind of felt like that. Like that one sentence, I don't remember what it was, but it should have been like, if blah 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 blah, and she was just like da 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 da, and I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh okay, if something blah blah blah, that makes more sense than the sentence that she just said. So I think there's still a lot of issues with it. Obviously the controls too. The controls are a little bit wonky and weird, and I don't very much like them personally. I think having maybe a little mouse clicker to click on things would be nice. Using WASD to walk around would be nice, and then just using like the shift button, the tab button, Q and E, even R for some of the other things that they're having us use them for. Those would all be really great. Time is passing by though. It's been 3 hours in the game. And here I am not doing anything. Wow, yeah, time does pass. That's interesting. I wonder how that mechanic is going to play into it. But like everything else is kind of great. It kind of sucks that there's not music playing. Like there wasn't any music in the train. There's no music right now, which maybe there will be. Right. Maybe there will be when I come back up. Let's find out. But yeah, I mean, I love the graphics of it. I love the sprites. I think they're adorable. I love all of this stuff. There's just some bits and pieces of it right now that are a little confusing and clunky and definitely need to be finessed. But I am looking forward to continuing to play it. That beginning portion was just kind of hard for me. Like she was talking about being bored so often that it made me bored. Like, girlfriend, I don't care if you're bored. You can say that you're bored one time and we get it. We get that you're bored. You don't have to say it like 5 more times. So, Yeah, I have some issues with the game, but overall I think it looks really cute so far. I'm excited to see like what improvements they will make. This might be my only video for this right now, and I don't even know if I'm gonna post this or not. But if I do post it, I'm sorry that I'm kind of a negative Nancy about it. It's just, I think it has a lot of work that it needs to do still before it's like a good finished product. That's me personally, that's how I think of it. Um, but other than that, I can see certain mechanics and kind of where they're going, and I think it will ultimately be a really fun game. They just need to fix some things and like finesse other bits and pieces, and then it will be like a fantastic game, because this is really adorable. It's super cute. I am looking forward to like exploring the world, and I'll probably play some more of this like on my own time, and then maybe record videos of it once they have like a fully finished release for it, but maybe not. I can't guarantee anything. So if I post this, then for now this is going to be the only episode that I'll post, because it is still early access and I don't want to do too much with it right now. But yeah, I'm probably going to explore a little bit more, see a little bit more of what the world has to offer in here on my own time, but this will be it for this episode. Again, sorry it was kind of negative in the review sense. I have high hopes for this game still. Like, I was really excited for it. And the thing with early access games is that obviously they're still in development. They're still trying to fix some things. So obviously it's going to have some issues with it. But ultimately I think it's a good game. It's just a little clunky. So I was reviewing that episode that I just recorded, and I just have a couple more things. And again, I feel kind of bad because like the work that they put into this game, I think, is really good, and you can tell that at least I think that you can tell that there's love for this game by the creators. But a couple of other things character-wise that kind of bothered me, I had to write them down because I was just watching, I was rewatching it, and I was like, those are things that, like, I think in the back of my mind I noticed, but I didn't quite know how to say them, so I had to, like, let it process and sink in while I was watching, and then I wrote them down. So, a couple of other things that I have an issue with. Virgil and Ellie are both a little wishy-washy in their characters right now. So Virgil obviously is a little bit anxious. You can tell he's definitely like a rule follower type of dude, and Ellie is the exact opposite, right? Ellie seems to not have a care in the world. She doesn't give a fuck about anything. She's like, whatever, adventure. And that's cool and all. But let's start with Virgil. So he's really, really anxious to make sure that they get to that tree on time and then get back to the train, right? And yet he's totally cool with her sleeping in the witch's house. No issue with that. He's not trying to convince her to go and sleep on the train at all, which I think is kind of weird, because as someone with anxiety, if I'm anxious about making sure that we don't miss the train, I'm gonna be like, dude, you should probably sleep on the train. And like, obviously, if I'm not able to go and do it myself and I have to stay with whoever's making the actual decisions, there's not a lot that I can do, but I can try to convince that person to do what might make me feel better. So he's like super anxious to get to the tree and then get back to the train by the morning. But then morning comes, we miss the train, and he does not seem like he cares at all. And when Ellie questions this, he's like, I've been through worse with your mom. And for me, I'm like, that's such a nonchalant way to like shrug it off, you know? Like that might be something that I would say, but only after I've maybe had like a little anxious outburst, like, oh man, we missed the train. I can't believe we missed the train. I told you we should have slept on the train, sort of a thing. And then if Ellie was like, dude, calm down, I would have been like, no, you're right. I've been through worse with your mom, sort of a thing. But he just was kind of like whatever, you know? And on that same flip side, you have Ellie, who does not care. She does not seem to care about missing the train. She doesn't even want to be on the train. Like, she just wants to be there, and that makes sense. But then, like, she secretly does care about being on the train, I guess, because when she misses the train, she gets really upset and then she snaps at Virgil and she's like, I hate you, sort of a thing. And he's like, whoa, why are you being all cranky, right? So she secretly does actually care. She does care about making it to the train on time. She's obviously not very responsible, which I hope is something that will change. She's also very immature, which is another thing that I hope will change, because right now I don't really like her character. I think that she's a little bit sassy, and I like sassy, and like that can be funny, but when you combine that sassiness with other character qualities that are not the best, I think it just makes for a cocktail of not a very likable character. So for the moment, I don't actually like Ellie that much. Sorry. And Virgil's cool, except for the part where he was annoying. But like, she like doesn't care, right? But then, and she's questioning like, well, like, do you care now, Virgil? Like, why are you so calm? Is what she said to him when he was like, I've been through this with your mother, sort of a thing. She's like, why are you so calm? And she's still really calm, but then she snaps at him the next moment, which also means maybe she's very emotional. Who knows? But like, she's like super upset, and then she finds the letter, and all of it suddenly vanishes. It's gone. Adventure time again, you know? And then he's anxious again. And so they kind of do this weird like flip-floppy thing where it's like he's anxious and she's totally like doesn't care at all. They flip it for a second and then they flip it back. And for me that was kind of confusing. It just didn't make a lot of sense, and I know characters can be complex, but like that in itself didn't make sense, that both of them were kind of wishy-washy when it came to missing the train or getting back to it on time and all of that stuff. It just didn't make sense, because I was like, what is it that you actually want in here? Because obviously Virgil wants to get to the train, but then he doesn't seem to have any kind of negative reaction to missing it, and she clearly doesn't care about making it back to the train, but then she gets upset when she misses it, and it doesn't make sense. So there's that. But then, like, then you have Ellie, who is second in her class, right? So she's very intelligent, but she doesn't know what certain things are, and I understand that for the gameplay it makes sense to maybe explain what those things are. But you don't have to do it in a way where she's like, what is this? And then he tells her, and then she's like, oh yeah, that's right, they talked about it in class. Because, I mean, she could be, like, very intelligent and a little bit ditzy. Like, that could totally be a thing where it's like, oh yeah, like, I maybe have the knowledge and it's in here somewhere, but because I'm, like, so in my head all the time, like, the knowledge is there, but I have to really dig for it. Like, she could be that kind of person, but it doesn't make sense that she's also second in her class, if that's the case. So I don't know. I'm just really struggling with how their characters and the characteristics that they have don't really seem to align very well at the moment. Because, like, she's second in her class, but she's really irresponsible. She's really immature. She's potentially really, really emotional. She's definitely, like, oh god, I don't know what the word is, but like if she caused a fire, because obviously she's very curious and inquisitive, and that's cool, but you can still do it like in a responsible way, and she could potentially have set fire, you know, to the place, but then she could show like, oh yeah, that was a mistake that I made, rather than being like, it's whatever, fire, it's nothing. Like the attitude that she has just doesn't seem to me like someone who would be second in their class, personally. So for me, it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like someone who's second in class would be smart enough to maybe try and cover that up or something like that, you know, so that they don't get, like, expelled or something along those lines. But she's just like, whatever, it's just a little fire, it's whatever. And, like, having that attitude is fine, but it would make more sense if she was maybe, like, last in her class, because maybe she is actually really intelligent, she just doesn't utilize that intelligence, so like it's in there and she knows about it, but she's kind of also just like, whatever, I'd rather be curious and do my own thing. And then like maybe that's why she's going to the witch's school, so that she can learn, like maybe it's a tutor instead or something. I don't know. The way that they have both of these characters written at the moment for the portion that I played, it's just not aligning right now, and so that was my other kind of thing that I didn't like that much about the game so far, and that I think that they could really finesse is the characters and how they interact with the world and how they interact with each other and that kind of stuff. Just like more fully developed and more in alignment with like who they actually are, because right now they're flip-flopping, they're here and there, and I don't know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And maybe if I continue to play the game, it will make more sense to me, because she could totally be putting on like a facade and actually care about certain things, but we don't know that, and there's so far no hints to show that, so it's just a little weird. It doesn't quite sit right with me. So, yeah, that's the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!